Make yourself comfortable in the comfortable seated position. In Sukhasana, take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Let's do a few more rounds of getting ourselves grounded here this morning. I like to put my fingers in that neutral position of the index fingers and the thumbs touching, and then letting the rest of the fingers spread out. If that feels good to you, go ahead and do this. Otherwise, place your hands any which way that's most comfortable to you this morning. Let's close our eyes for a moment and bring our attention to that third eye right between our eyebrows. Actually, the pineal gland is way back in there, but we can stay right in the front and center if you wish. And take a nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. Releasing any worries and tension in the body and mind. Let a smile form on your lips, just a gently lifting of the corners of your lips. Relax the shoulders. And gently engage your Mula Bandha and your Uddiyana Bandha so that you feel a bit more connected to your root. Let's do 5 more breaths in silence. And I've shared with you earlier, or at the end of last year, to perhaps select a word that will resonate with you, or that you want it to be the flavor of the year 2026. It's kind of like an intention or a purpose or a goal. And then you can also set quarterly affirmations or words that you choose, or sentences and themes or themes. So I want to share with you the word for the overall theme of my year. It's peaceful, peacefulness. So it's more of a verb. It's an activity, not just peace, but peacefulness. And then I have quarterly themes as well. But the overall theme for me this year is peacefulness, because I really truly believe it's an inside job. It shouldn't really matter what happens on the outside. We can retain our peacefulness if we actively, I don't want to use the word work at it, but we can maintain it if we choose to and focus on it by being less reactive, perhaps, to the outside world, and continue to stay present even when things are going a little wild, or as we say in the United States, getting a curveball. So with that in mind, you can choose your word either for today, or if you already have chosen one for the year, you can bring that to your attention now. Let's do 3 more breaths with that in mind. Maybe bringing the hands to the heart, letting the thumbs rest on your sternum. And open your eyes and bow your head towards your heart, sealing this intention. And then let's begin. Today the theme is hip opening. So let's Let your legs go straight here. So today I want you to think of hip opening as though finding that sweet spot in your hips. Not so much opening them by forcing them. So putting the ball of the thigh bone back into the hip socket. It's kind of like if you think about hitting a tennis ball, you want to find that sweet spot. That's what we want to do today. And the sound of that sweet spot, you know when you hit it right. So let your hips, your flesh come away from your sits bones. Take a nice deep breath, bring your hands behind you or slightly to the side. Dorsiflex your feet by pulling the toes. So this posture is called Dandasana. Lean back just a little bit, bringing the hands on the ground, and notice how they feel this morning, the hips. Bring the feet and legs together. And as you roll a little bit more on your sitting bones, feel or notice some restrictions. So just breathe. And so imagine lifting the heart forward and releasing any tension in your hips. And then lean back, bring the knees towards the chest, and then coming into cow-bless posture, Baddha Konasana. So instead of pushing the knees outward, just let them leave where they are, keeping your hands behind you and supporting yourself. And now bring the hips a little closer to the heels and let the hips be a little bit more up instead of pushing them down. Now I want you to bring your attention deep inside your hip joints. So is there anything that you can do by maybe squeezing your glutes, breathing into the hips, bringing the knees forward, that feels and makes the hips feel a little bit more easy. So don't worry about pushing the knees down. Just feel some ease in the hips. Then lean back again, bring the knees together, and then extend the legs once more forward. Lean back, knees come into the chest, right leg over left, Sukhasana. Bring your thumbs into the top of your thighs, and then waddle like a duck. And see if you can get a little bit more room in your hips by pressing the thumbs down and keep your feet active. Notice a little bit more release in your hip joints. In particular, with the muscles around the hip sockets. So imagine that your pelvis is floating over your thighs. Pelvis is like water. Lift the chest up and breathe. Feel that fluidity in your hips. Lean back again. Draw the knees in towards your armpits and pushing your sits bones into the ground. Take a breath here. Switch the legs, cross them over again, Sukhasana. So feel the lightness to the knees. So press the pinkies of your toes down, so dorsiflex your feet again. And now feel those qualities of the heaviness of your legs working their way towards the earth, but yet the fluidity in your hips. Notice that. And then the lightness to the solar plexus and the chest. And then bring your feet together, lean back to Baddha Konasana. Press the feet together, lift the heart forward, support yourself with the hands behind you, and allow the knees to fall just where they need to fall. And now we're going to put the left shin in front here. And then back to Kapala's posture. Notice now how that feels. Very gently opening the hips up. So the knees are going infinitely out into either direction. And that might lift the knees slightly from the ground, but that's okay. So let's not be insistent that we have to press the knees down towards the ground. Lift the knees together again, and then extend the legs into Tadasana, staff posture. So let's find a little bit more ground on the sits bones. Flex your feet. You don't have to be aggressive. Just allow them to open. Take a nice deep breath. This time we bring the right leg over the left, right knee in front. Lift your arms up. So imagine floating your chest up. One more breath here. Release. So pull the right leg in and the left leg out, and then bring the left hand on the outside of the right side. The right hand is behind you. Let's find a twist. It's a very gentle twist. And then we take the right arm over to the left knee. Nice side bend. So beautiful opening of the right side of the body. Again, pay attention to your hip bones. Breathing easy. And then release back to center. Inhale, lift the knees up. Exhale, Kapala's posture. Inhale, back to knees in the chest and change sides. Left leg in front. Inhale, arms up. And now we're going to take the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind. And finding a twist to the other side. Reach that left knee forward without forcing. Looking over the left shoulder. Instead of forcing the hip joints to open, just imagine you moving the hip joints around. I know what they did to the buildings in San Francisco. They're not totally stiff. They're actually on rolls, as I understand, so they can resist the earthquake. So imagine your hips like that. And then inhale, bring that left arm up, side bend on the other side. So how can your hip joints move even in this stretch posture? Keep your feet active here. And then inhale, come back to center and move into Kapala's posture. Inhale, knees in the chest and Dandasana. So now let's bend the right leg, bring the right foot towards the right glute. And then we'll move that left foot about a chin's distance away. Left foot is on the ground. And then we're gonna bring that knee in, hands behind. It's the other way. This leg, left leg is long and the right hip is moving in, right knee is moving on. And then we're rolling on the heel. And then take the arms under that right knee, holding on with the left hand on that right elbow, and then dropping deep inside that hip socket. And close your eyes. Keep that left foot active and that left leg long. And then we're gonna move that leg gently up and down, up and down. And then reach that leg up and just feel it. And look up as the right leg is lifted, as best as you can. Try to keep the upper body relaxed. And then roll that leg out. Check it out. Now left foot comes in, left foot comes out about a chin's distance. Dorsiflex that right foot. And then bring that knee in. And notice how this side may be different. The right foot flexed. And then look over to the right. And then rotate the other direction. And then back to center. And then bring that foot next to that knee. And now we bring those arms under the left leg, under the knee, lift it up, holding onto the elbows or the wrist. Lift your heart. Just notice. The shoulders want to stay centered, heart is open, and then begin to move that leg. Just feel and play. Yeah. Yes, feel it. Feel it. That's the difference. Not just doing it, but actually feel this in your hips. Be the hip joint, as they say. And then lift that leg up and take a gaze up to the ceiling, if you can. And then roll the leg out, Dandasana. Sit nice and tall. And then let's come back with the knees in the chest, right leg over left. And now we're going to wave the belly like an ocean. Now we're going to hug the knees in. So the right foot is in front of that left shin bone. We're going to hug the knees in, holding on to the feet perhaps with the hands in front. And just hug them in. But now imagining how you are centering your hip joints. And then let the spine cascade forward. Just drape your body forward. And then inhale, lift up. And then bring the bottom of the feet back together to cobless posture. Notice you finding the knees are opening a little bit more. And hands behind, knees together, Dandasana once again. It's always good to straighten out the legs again, after we had the feet together. That's why we're doing this. So we're not getting really tight in the legs from keeping them bent. Inhale, lift the heart up. And then we change sides. Left foot in front, or left shin bone in front of the right. Notice your liquid hip joints. And then we're going to bring the arms around, hugging them in. And keep those feet dorsiflexed. Feeling the baby toes striking the ground here. And again, moving the belly leg away. And then cascading yourself forward. Imagine the spine like a waterfall. Maybe give the head a gentle shake, letting the neck be nice and relaxed. And then inhale, come back up. Cobbler's posture. And this time we're going to lean to the right, bring the right elbow on that inside of the leg here. Simply bringing the right elbow to the right knee. If that left hip comes up, that's okay, the left sit bone. So not pushing this knee down, let it be where it is. And if it comes down, of course, that's fine too. So lean into that right knee here. And then rock to the other side. Heart forward. And inhale, come back to center. This time we're going to do a straddle. So we're going to spread those legs nice and wide. But try not to force it. See where they can go this morning. Keep the feet flexed. Move the flesh away from the sits bone. And now I want you to notice how it feels pressing the right thigh down towards the ground. And then feel the same on the left side. So instead of forcing it, just press the thigh down while you're keeping your feet flexed. Nice deep breath here. Then we're going to go from one side to the other. Feel if you're bending over to the right side, notice how that feels. And then inhale to the left. Back to center. And then once again to the right side, maybe letting that arm go down. Back to center, stretching the arms forward. Inhale, back to center. Up and then to the left. Inhale, back to center. Stretch it forward. Notice if each time you're coming forward, you're going a little bit deeper. And now we're going to take the hands and bring them around the leg and fold over the right leg. Inhale back to center, turn to the left, and fold over the left leg. Reaching the arms forward should help you stretch more easily over that leg. But we want to make sure that we're not rotating the leg as we fall forward, we're keeping it straight. It's okay if the right hip, the glute comes up a little bit. Inhale, come back to center, and back to Baddha Konasana, Kapalabhati posture. Inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, Dandasana. And then we bring the right foot over the left knee. Inhale, Konasana. Right foot over the left foot over the right knee. And try to do this without hands, perhaps. Baddha Konasana, Dandasana. Okay, so we're creating fluidity in the hips. And then back to right foot over right knee. Back to Kapalabhati posture. Dandasana. Left foot over right knee. Dasana. I'm sorry, Kapalabhati posture. And then Dasana. So notice. Bend the right knee into your chest. Feel this. Imagine that you're turning this posture right here into a squat. Because we don't squat enough anymore. And our ancestors used to squat a lot. We don't do that anymore. So now we're going to take this foot under the glute here. And then, yes, ground it into the, now we're going to bring that right foot is flexed, the right leg is down. And so from here, we're going to bend that left leg and straighten that right leg out into pigeon. But let's not force it. Let's go down in stages. So the right leg is long, the left knee is bent. If you can flex that left foot, great. And so feel that internal rotation of the back of the leg and the external rotation of the front leg. And then lie down onto the forearms first. And I want you to think today about, instead of doing this posture, be curious about how you're feeling the posture, how you're feeling the pose. Take another breath here. And then come maybe all the way down if that's available to you, or stay on your forearms. And feel this posture. Notice any sensations in your body right here. Breathing in and out. Inhale, come back. Come into cross leg position for a moment. And then Kapalabhati posture once again. And Dandasana. And now we're going to do the other side. Left foot comes in, left knee comes in. Find that squat. Right foot is reaching forward, heart is open. This squatting is actually good for your health. You don't squat enough anymore. Keep breathing. Lean to the right, bring that leg into hero's posture. Now we're going to bend the right leg into a half Baddha Konasana. And then we're going to straighten that left leg out, finding pigeon on the other side. And again, be mindful not to just get into it. Be curious how you're moving into this half pigeon or pigeon posture. Notice the extension of that left hip flexor, the rotating on the outside here of the right hip bone. So still lifting the heart here, what we call proud pigeon. Sinking in, be curious. So instead of closing the joint, we want them to stay open. And now come down onto your forearms. Stay loose. And simply play, maybe rock a little bit, maybe come up and down here before you go all the way down. And so be curious and ask, where and how can I feel my hip sockets, my hips flexors? So what we have right in front of the spine is called the center, and it's also referred to as the Shushumnadi. So inhale, feel that center. And then inhale, come back, roll to the right hip. This is not going to hurt your knee. Then lift that leg forward. Left leg is out. And then we're going to find a side bend here. Be lengthening over the left leg. Can hold on with the left hand on the left pinky here. Reach, lift the heart. Now back, cross-legged. Topless posture. Dasana. Then bring that left leg in, right leg is out. You're going to reach down the right leg, lift the body over, flex that right foot. One more breath here. Lift the heart. And then exhale, release. Cross-legged, lift up. Topless posture. Bring the knees together, staff posture, Dandasana. Sit up tall. Now we're going to cross over the right leg. And the left leg goes kind of under the glute here. The right foot is down. And then we're going to take the right hand on the outside and we twist looking over the right side. Still feeling the hip joints here. Inhale, exhale, turn the navel. And then inhale, come back to center. Inhale, arms open up. And then take the right arm, but bend to the right first. And then take the right arm under the left, eagle arms. Inhale. And let's wave with the belly here. Inhale. Exhale. Then fold over and stay there for a moment. And then inhale, release. Carpus posture, inhale. Knees come together, exhale. Legs come out. So it's always good after this big hip opening to straighten out those legs. Now let's do the other side. Left leg crosses over, left foot crosses over, right knee bends. You're kind of sitting on that heel. So your perineum here. Pull that in. Your glute, your deep glute. And then the right leg hugs in the left knee. And then we twist to the left. Each exhale, the navel twists a little bit more over. Keep your heart lifted. Relax the shoulders. Two more breaths here. And then from here, inhale the arms out, lean to the left. We're going to cross the left arm over the right, eagle arms. And then roll again, wave with the belly. And then pause here, hold it, straight forward. And then inhale, open the arms, Carpus posture, lift. Exhale, extend. And then from here, we're going to rock forward, coming onto all fours. Bringing the hands down on the ground and lift up into down dog. Pedal it out. Notice how free your hips feel. I did this already before, not today, but the other day, and I was like, whoa, this feels fantastic. Inhale, look forward. Walk your feet right to the center of the mat. Inhale, rise. Stretch your body nice and long. And then release. All right, ready for some resistance bands. So grab your bands. You want to do the upper body first. Selection here. So maybe shake it out after all that hip opening first. Release. And then bring the hands inside the bands. I think I'm going to do the blue today. I feel like blue is my choice. All right, so situate yourself. Feet on the ground. Knees are soft, not hyperextended. Bring the arms out. And then release them down to the hips. Roll the shoulders back. And then find some tension there and begin to lift the arms up. Keeping that same tension there. Exhaling it down. Inhaling it up, finding your core. Pressing the feet into the earth. I can feel my glutes engaged as well. Pulling the shoulders back. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Few more. Last one. Awesome. Release. Shake it out. Shake it out. We're going to do the palms to two different spots. Here we go. Press it out. Press it out. Press it up. The heart open. Notice where you feel the muscles being used. I feel it in my triceps, my shoulders, my back, my core. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Release for just a moment, going right into the center. Pull your shoulder blades a bit back and go. Breathing, nice and fluid. 4 more. Awesome. Release for just a moment. Going overhead. Relax the shoulders and go. So your obliques here. 4 more. Awesome. Release. Shake it out. And then we're going to bring the right hand, holding on to this, the loop. Bring the right hand to the left shoulder. Come into a bit of a forward fold here in squat position. Left hand goes into that loop. Elbow goes up, and then we push and extend that lower arm. Elbow stays up. All we're going to do is extend that lower arm, bring that left hand by the hip back up, so it's not coming all the way back up and making this loose. Here we go. Let's start. Awesome. Nice work. Shake it out. Going right to the other side. Left hand, right shoulder, right hand in the loop. Inch forward. Coming into the crouching position, like sitting on the edge of a stool. Elbows up and go. Awesome. Yes, we don't want to do this fast. We don't want to let the band snap forward. Shake it out, taking it from the top. Hands in, set your beautiful standing posture and go. Lifting up the arms. Three more. One more. All right, roll it back, shake it out. Stretch whatever feels good. This time you're going to start at the top. How's that for a change? All right, arms go overhead. Get yourself situated and go. Four more. Awesome. Release. Right into the center. We've got this. Strong core. One more. Awesome. Roll it around. Right to the bottom. Go. Four more now. Awesome. Good work. Shake it out. Right hand holding the loop. Right, left shoulder, left hand. Push it back. I'm gonna try the stronger band just for kicks. Here we go. And go. Three more. Got this. And be already ahead of me since I changed bands. Whew, definitely noticed the difference there. Other side. Get it in. And go. Four, three, two, one. Ah, fabulous. Shake it out. That was our upper body. Ready for some leg work? Find your strap. Bring it above the knees. Coming to the center of the mat. And remember, we're crouching down here. We're keeping it here. We're not going up and down. We're staying here and we're driving the knee to the left and driving the other knee to the right. All right, here we go. Step, 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 step. Feet are forward. And you're driving the knee to the side, not just the foot. Not behind, just side to side. Set some cardio here as well. Keep going. I'm watching the time here. 10 seconds. 5. Step, 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 and release. Awesome. Very nice. Bring it to the ankle. Right leg forward, left leg back. So working the glutes. So both legs are working, the standing leg as well as the moving leg. So bend forward. Lift the left heel up. And here we go. Kick it back. Kick it back. Feel that. Stay balanced. The balance and strength is at play here. Try not to completely rest that back foot again on the ground. You've got this. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesomeness. Change sides. Left foot forward. Right foot back. Bend into that left front leg first. A bit. And here we go. Kick it up. Kick it up. Notice if one side is easier than the other. Make sure your core is engaged. You've got this. 10 seconds. 5. And release. Woo! Feeling that. Back to the off the knee. Almost there. You're rocking it. I can't see you, but I know you're there. All right. Give it, actually, let's take another 5 seconds here. And then we're going to step to both sides, right? All right. Bend forward. Here we go. Step. Drive that knee to the side. Back and forth. Keep that squatting position here. Try not to turn the feet. Keep the feet facing forward, the toes facing forward. Drive the knee to either side. Keep your buttocks low. 5 seconds. And stand. Awesome. You sweating yet? Is your heart rate up yet? I hope so. Mine is. All right. Back to the ankles. Whew. Right leg forward. Left foot back. Bend into that right knee a bit. And kick it back. Kick it back. Kick it back. Definitely stronger on my right leg. Better balance here. I noticed which makes it easier for me to lift that left leg up. Come on, keep going. You have 10 seconds here. Oops, lost my balance. See, looked over to the clock too much. 5 seconds. And lost it. All right, stand tall. Definitely is a lot of balance involved. All right, I'm going to face forward this time. Here we go. Lean forward and go. Kick that right leg back. Notice it in your back. Your back muscles are involved as well. Almost there. This is it. It's the home run. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And release. Awesome work. Let those bands go. Come onto the ground. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll around. Find your back. Grab your ball. Slide it under your low back. Bring the legs up. Straighten the legs out. Choose your arm positioning. Either arms out like a T by your body or in the air. And then we're going to lower that right leg. Bring it back up. Lower the left leg. Bring it back up. Nice and slow. Bring both feet together. Lower both legs. We don't have to come all the way down. There's no point in coming off the ball. So otherwise you'll fall. So lower the arms. One more. Last one. Bring your knees into the chest. Straighten the legs out for a moment. Let those hip flexors and lower abdominal muscles get a nice stretch. Bring the feet flat on the ground. Release the ball. Bring the knees into the chest. Let's find the spinal twist. And look for your left foot or the bottom leg. Bottom leg's foot. Hold on to that for quad stretch. Release, change sides. Release here, back to center, find the happy baby. Kick those feet into the sky, let the elbows come towards the knees or the knees come towards the elbows. Press the whole spine down. Look at the ceiling. Cross the legs over, roll forward, come onto the belly for just a couple of breaths here. Come onto the elbows into Sphinx posture. Lift up, back stretch, lengthening those abdominal muscles that we used so diligently this morning. Maybe lift those elbows up, coming to seal, and turning the hands to 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Lift up. Take 3 breaths here. Should feel great in your back here. Press those feet and thighs down. Exhale, release. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Lift up, walk the knees forward. And swing the legs to the side. Lengthen the body nice and long. Reach your arms and legs out in opposite directions. And then release the whole body, surrender. Flex your feet one more time, and then let them fall to the side. Let it go. Today, I invite you to let your light shine without worrying about reviews. You're already the star of your own life. And that's a show worth putting on, even if the only audience are your house plants. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Come back into your body, wiggle your toes and your fingers. Bring the knees into your chest and allow yourself to fall to one side, pausing and simply noticing how you're feeling mentally, physically, emotionally. Then let's sit together once more in Sukhasana, one leg in front of the other. Sit up tall, smile because you made it onto the mat this morning. Hands come together. Give it some energy here. And let your thumbs rest once more on your sternum. Actually, I want to do one more thing with you. Tapping on the chest here. This also releases and dispels any tension and worries. And even do some low, soft wrists tapping, not too soft, as you can hear the noise. Release, 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 release. Hands come back together. Let's sound one Om to close our practice and vibrate into this earth here. Inhale. May you find your peacefulness and your joy and your shine and all that you need today and maybe for this year. From my heart to yours, namaste.